you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video we're going to be covering a really good formula. It's called the cash on cash return, and you can use this as a tool to help determine whether an investment is going to be a good one or not. So let's go check it out. So let's have a look at cash on cash return. What is a cash on cash return? Basically what it is all it is you're figuring out, if I put cash in this particular investment, what's the return percentage that I get in return? That's all it is. It's just a percentage that you're trying to calculate. So for example, if I put a bunch of cash in here and I do my calculations and then I realize, wow, I got 10% back. So let's say I put in $1 million and I got 10% back. What would $1 million be? It would be $100,000. Wow. Would that be good or bad? It's really up to you. So let's say you're looking at multiple investments. If this investment is giving you a 10% return and the other investment is giving you 20% return, obviously you want to go for the 20%, right? So cash on cash return will help you figure out whether an investment is worthy or not. So it's not that complicated to calculate this. So let's have a look at an example. So let's say we got two properties right now. Okay, so this is property A, all right, and then we got property B. I'm just going to change the color. So property A, this one is worth 1 million, okay, and this one is worth 1.2 million, all right. And let's say that the rental return for this one would be 10,000. So that's the rent. So we know we're getting $10,000 per year from property A. We're getting $15,000 per year from property B, and you want to know whether this A or B is better. So and we figure out that So I'm just going to put rent here, rent, and then we put in just go investment. I'll just make it very clean, very simple, investment. Okay, so let's say that you decide to put down, let's make it 30,000. Okay, and you put down 50,000. So we want to know whether A or B is better. Obviously, B is worth more, but we don't know. We don't know what's going on, right? So this is pretty much all you need. So to work on your cash on cash return, you need to figure out what is my cash flow, the cash flow that I'm getting from this particular investment. So really the formula is cash flow, okay, divide that by your investment. Now it's actually net cash flow, meaning that's actually when you're deducting everything, when all your expenses are deducted, and that's your net cash flow. It's actually cash on hand. So let's have a look at it. So what I'm going to do is I'll change the color there. Okay, so let's work this out. So we figure out that property A, $10,000 per year. So this is after when you've deducted everything. So you probably got a lot of rent and everything, but after you've deducted electricity, council rates and everything, at the end of the year, you're getting $10,000. That's pretty good, And this one, when you deducted all the expenses and the rent, and your rental return is $15,000 per year. You figure out that, okay, to buy this property, I need to invest $30,000, and to buy property B, I need to invest $50,000. Okay, so let's figure it out. So the net cash flow is property A. So the net cash flow is 10,000. Okay, divide that by my investment, which is 30,000. Plug in the numbers for property B while I'm here. So it's 15,000. That's my rental, and then divide that by my investment of 50,000. All right. So let's try and work it out on the calculator. So I'm just going to pull up my trusty calculator and let's punch in the numbers, shall we? So let's go. So 10,000. Let's work out property A. 10,000. Divide that by 30,000, which is how much I put down. Okay. So then 0.33 multiplied by 100. So we want to work out the percentage. Okay. So it looks like it's 33.33. So I'm just going to put down 34%. 34% return. That's my cash on cash return. So now let's work out property B. So 15,000, divide that by 50,000. Okay, multiply by 100. Now by looking at the property A or B, which one gets a higher return on investment? Yes, there it is. There it is. It is this one. property A. So we know that by putting, this one, wow, by looking at property B, you're thinking, oh, wow, this one you get more rent, so therefore we're going to be making more money, right? But you do have to invest a bit more, right? But this one, you're not getting as much rent, and you're also investing a bit less, right? But we don't know which one's which. So just by cracking the numbers quickly, we quickly know that property A has a 34% return and on your investment, and property B is giving you a 30% return on investment. So as an investor, what would you choose? Obviously, property A. Okay, and that's all it is. That's a quick way to figure out what your cash on cash return is. It's just a matter of just getting the net cash flow from your investment and figuring out how much you're putting down on that particular investment. Getting the net cash flow divided by investment comes up with your rental return, comes up with your cash on cash return, and that's it. That's a really quick way in which you can figure out your cash on cash return on a particular investment. Now, this doesn't have to be just on real estate. This can be on shares and stocks. I haven't done this with shares and stocks or anything like that, but you can still do these numbers on that particular share and stock. So in the future, let's say that you're building a portfolio and you're trying to aim for like a 40% return on investment on all your cash. Meaning, so if you had 1 million and you want to get a 40% return on investment, so essentially you want to make $40,000, right, return per year, which is pretty good. But that's a different story. People are aiming for 12% and so forth. But anyway, like that, you can start figuring out, this is my goal. I need to find a 40% return on investment in real estate. So then you start cracking the numbers and you find that the best I can do is a 39%. I saw an investment at 39%. Okay, 39%, and then you decide, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go for this one. The other one was 21%. I don't want that one, and so forth, right? So that's how you think like an investor. What is your cash on cash return for these particular investments? Do the numbers and then come up with your cash on cash return, and then make a decision from that point forward. So obviously you need to figure out your net cash flow from your rent. So if I was to look at this property, I need to go have a look at the council rates, the water rates, the shire, the strata, all that stuff, right? Get the gross rent and then take away, and then find out what the cash flow is, and then figure out how much I need to put down, right? And then that's it. So that requires a bit of work to figure out the rent, how much you need to put down. But once you got those numbers, then you can finally crack the net cash flow from that particular investment, how much you put down for that particular investment multiplied by 100, and therefore you've got your cash on cash return. So hope that makes sense. Be sure to let me know how you guys go in the comments. Do some calculations of your own. Go on realestate.com.au or whatever real estate website that you're using, and just crack some numbers, and see whether you can get some sort of return. And let me know how you guys go in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next one. Cheers.